So, welcome to part 2 of Tea Time and Tarot Wednesday morning. My internet cut out. I'm so sorry, you guys. You're all left there hanging in the comment section. I hope my last message went through. My computer decided to restart itself. The internet flickered. And that's what happened. So, let's go over here to this comment and be like, welcome back. Oh, that's horrible. My typing speed is way faster than my buffering is. Guila, hello. So I hope you guys on the last stream managed to make it over here. Like, I still have some time to go, and I was really looking forward to reading for y'all. And I'm really sorry. So what has happened is that in the middle of the last stream that we were doing, I was about to get started for Adriana, and my computer restarted. So I'm just going to give everybody a second to try to get back into the room and carry on where we were. Guilia, hello. Did I say that right? I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at names. Hello and welcome to the channel. We're in the land of rural internet. Good morning. Again. Ha. Hi, Joy. Thanks for coming. Yay. Internet. Oh. Oops. Did that even type? What did I? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Aha. Good morning, Maddie. So yeah, this morning it was dark when I got dressed. I'm wearing like a tank top and shorts because it was 17 degrees here, and now it's raining. That's kind of awesome. My chair. Okay. I had to go and get breakfast while I was waiting on the stupid computer. So it's going to start my page. Yay! Under part 2. So we're going to go here. Part 2. Whew, okay. What are you guys having for breakfast today? Gotta refuel your body. Take care of your body. KJ! It's 8 in the morning here. Yeah, and I had everything else on charge right now. So, like, I didn't even have any other devices that could pop on and pretend to be live with. I appreciate you guys coming back. Just hanging out. I've got like an hour. So I'm going to put my chickens out a half hour later today because it is pouring rain. And I don't feel like going and getting garden greens in the pouring rain. Hi, Sharmila. Ooh. Okay. So I'm going to jump right back into this. Gwila, you're the first one here. And then I will carry on with the list. Maddie, I've got you on there. Whew, okay. Gwila, the new love by the end of the year. I should have saved that banana for a muffin. Oh, you know what? Queen of Cups just flipped over. Yeah, Sharmila, I'll put you on. We just had this in the last one. Woo! So along with the Queen of Cups, we've got a Prince of Swords. So I would have to say that you are very much possible of looking at love for the year. There's a combo there. I don't know which side to sit on to talk to you. Definitely a combo there, right? So yeah, I totally see that there may be love coming to you by the end of the year. Totally. Welcome back, Twin Men. So there we go. I hope that helps. And thank you for being first on part 2. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. La 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 la. No. We're not offline again. Don't do this, internet. No. Yes. Let's keep this going. Yes. We're having fun today. Okay, Joy, what is your question for the cards? Or do you just want a card for the day? Thank you. Coming for you in love soon. Like in a month. All right. Let's see. See what the cards have to say for you. Just jumped out there. There you go. Well, okay, so you got the 7 of Wands that came up. Just put my glasses on so I can read them here. Kind of a bit of a struggle there trying to find a balance of relationship, right? So 7 signifies some confusions, decisions based on the reality of a situation. And then the Chariot's up there on the bottom of the deck for you. That just kind of signifies movement. So within the next month, I'm not sure. I think there's still a little bit of battle going on. A little bit of movement needs to be made. So maybe just give it some time and do not have any expectations on that. 7 of Wands. My neighborhood is just waking up or getting mobile, moving around. Conflicts of all kind are indicated by this card. Like there's a struggle, right? The brutal energy of Mars is brought to the power of Leo. Courage and extreme adversity, perseverance against all odds, an ambitious and egotistical nature. Pride is a major pitfall. Faith and confidence in one's convictions, which will be defined intrinsically. This may be a card of the extremist and the fanatic. When poorly aspected, the card can indicate stubbornness and a reluctance to admit defeat. Negotiation and competition in business. And then, you know, with that is the Chariot. So there's definite movement there. But I don't see a good relationship happening for you in the next month. Unfortunately. Oh, these flies. Who wants a fly? But yeah, give it a little, and usually like with major arcana, it is a little spiritual side too, right? So maybe time is going to fix this conflict. You're going to have an experience that this conflict, and you'll be able to like open up more and welcome a good kind of love into your life. Woo. Does that make any sense for you, Joy? Katande, hello. I will put you on the list. Not really? Okay. So if you're looking for love, be aware of somebody who's aggressively not in a good position for you. It may not make sense right now, but keep your mind open to that in the next little bit, because there's going to be some movement. So if it doesn't really make sense right now, it may in a week, it may in 2 weeks, you may meet this person and be like, oh, I could like you, but it's not going to be good for me. So just a heads up on that. The possibility of meeting somebody is there with a very strong disposition to them that might not necessarily be a good partnership. So just heads up is really what the cards are saying for you. Oh, I wish I could tell you a knight in shining armor is coming to sweep you off your feet, but the cards were like, just a heads up. Okay. Oh, I do hope you have a good day. My pleasure. I'm glad it makes a little sense. Yeah, time. Maybe try something new. But yeah, just be on that heads up. Awesome. Thank you, Joy. Air French, you are on my list. Are you wanting a card today? Awesome. Thank you. Mwah! Good. You? Do you want a card today? Sure. Okay. Woohoo! Anything in particular or just a card for the day? Tomorrow I'll have to bring out the kitty ones. Oop. Random. Okay. Why is that one so hot in my hand right now? It jumped out of the deck. It almost jumped out of my hands. You got the Four of Wands here. Just a lovely, serene picture. Nothing exciting happening here. But the perspective on the heads are facing in two different directions. So the lady is looking in one direction and the man is looking in another. They're kind of staring off into the distance, not really facing each other in a conversational way. Let's see what the book says. Okay. Order, law, and government. Tact and gentleness are necessary to the success of one's work. Order, stability, and harmony, perhaps in a domestic context. Completion of work following a period of lengthy labor. Conclusions. Establishing one's roots in a new place, a place of calmness and stability. The card combines the fiery forces of Aries, ruled by Mars, with the femininity of Venus, so passion and creativity may also be evident. So is that making is that making sense to you at all? Yeah, and on the bottom of that, we got the Prince of Discs here, standing on his chariot, standing there with pride, overlooking his land, right? Like, the Prince of Discs. Great potential for energy in this card, which is the strongest when applied to practical matters. He is competent and persevering in his work. His actions may be slow, but they are steady and well thought out. His lack of emotion may make him appear insensitive. He sees no reason to try to understand concepts beyond his abilities. And then under that, we got the World. So that's a very lovely reading just for a little day, a card of the day sort of thing. Yes, and you worked hard to get there too, right? So, yeah, I think that's very fitting for you. Yeah, but there's a difference between being insensitive and being over emotional, or not over emotional, but being able to think clearly in an emotional situation. So like when you are in a nice serene area, you do have that mind space to be able to control the emotions a little bit better. So rather than emotionally leading your life, you're logically leading your life, and that's perfectly good. Yeah, yeah. Definitely a little bit of movement there also. So yeah, I think you're on the right track. The cards are happy. The universe says woohoo. KJ, are we still hanging out here? Thank you, air friend, for letting me do just a random. That's so Ooh, Sharmila, I'll put you back on, love. Perfect. KJ, what is your question for the cards today? Or do you just want one in random? General today and tomorrow. Perfect. Perfect. I love these. Excellent. I'm going to have to go put that banana in the freezer and make muffins later, I think. It's bringing on, my banana brings the fruit flies around. Yeah. All right, KJ. General today and tomorrow. So we got about half hour left, you guys. Hopefully the rain will stop and I'll get my chicken chores done. Do the gratitude vlog. All right, let's see what the cards have for KJ. Today. Tomorrow. You're a wands kind of person today and tomorrow. All right. No banana pie and cake. I did pie cake in already. Okay, KJ, today we have 2 of Wands for you. So look at he's standing there. There's a party going on behind him, but he's busy thinking. He's thinking about the future. He's thinking about what's going on, what he needs to do. Planning. And then tomorrow, 9 of Wands will come up. You know, like there's work in action here. The planning is time for working. So in general, are you thinking about starting a new project or doing something different today? Because if you are, that's a good idea. And then getting to work on it tomorrow, laying out the plans and getting them ready to go to work. All right, let's see what the book has to say. Something probably coming together in a teamwork sort of situation. Hello, helmet. This old helmet. No. But welcome to the room. Okay. KJ. Riches, fortune, and magnificence, but also perhaps with problems that responsibility brings. A project is completed with a high degree of success, but leaves one feeling unfulfilled. Further progress is necessary for true happiness. Okay, a lack of tendency to be overbearing. Limited patience leads towards impulsiveness, which is combined with a temper that is difficult to control. Don't get anxious with this. Give yourself patience, right? Don't let your emotions get in there. Dissatisfaction with the present, but looking ahead to better times. Okay, so like the 9 of Wands right out behind that. Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place right now. Sorry. I got information all around me for a glance. So 2s refer to relating with others in personal or business life, and 9s are situations that are either comfortable or uncomfortable. We're not doing reverse cards though, so like here we go, 9 of Wands. Okay, so you see how they got their wands and they're moving that big, what is that, an obelisk, a totem object. Okay. The 9 of Wands indicates a change in stability and the strength required to successfully achieve and secure that change. Once established, overthrow is possible. Opposition will always be defeated. A source and safe position from which to make further advance. There are hidden resources upon which to draw. Preparation of defenses against a future attack. The lunar influence on this card indicates the imagination also plays an important role, providing an insight into the ways of opposition. The imagination should not, however, be allowed to dwell unnecessarily on illusionary enemies. Don't play in your head, it's saying. Awareness of the dangers of the world could lead to overprotection of dependence. So yeah, definitely like looking forward, definitely some movement going on there, shifting with stability. So yeah, you'll have to let me know how this job offer goes for you. It's looking good. According to the cards, it's looking good. Yeah, that's awesome. I wish you the best of luck, KJ. Does that make any sense for you? I'm reading tomorrow too, so you can come on back. Woo! Oh, look at what's underneath. Movement, the Chariot. That's awesome. That's wicked awesome. All right, bottom deck is really speaking to you guys today. Yay! Oh, I'm glad you can resonate with that. That makes me happy. That's awesome. Total thumbs up there. I wish you the best of luck on this job. You'll have to like come back and let me know how it goes for you. Sweet. Thank you for letting me read for you. All right, Maddie, are you still here? It's 8:31. My chickens are going to be like, where's my breakfast? They have to wait a half hour. Am I still here? I'm still here. Twinnin, are you still here? I don't know who's here. I have a list, but I don't know who's here. All right. Katande, are you here? Oh, perfect. Thank you so much, KJ. I love hearing the follow-up on this stuff too. Like I don't just read and forget about you guys. You stay in my brain. Oh, wishing you well. All right, I got to deal with this banana before we go any further. Woo woo, welcome back. Katando. All right, what's your do you have a question for the cards or just in general? Oh, I should have warmed up my coffee. This old helmet. No, are you still here? It's not about helmets. Ooh, Sharmila, you're next. Did I miss it? What's coming before the end of the month for Katande? Katande. Is that what we're still going on? Hello, Puzzle of Life. I will stick you on the list. Katande wants to know what's coming by the end of the month. All right. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So here we are. The Ace of Swords came up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck for you. Ace of Cups underneath that. Things are coming up aces for you by the end of the month. So here we go. Triumph, victory, and success, justice and authority, strength and adversity, and the powers of the intellect will succeed against all opposition. The start of a process which will prove unstoppable. Change born of necessity and freedom from constraint. So it's going to cut through the stuff, crap. And then we've got the 10 of Swords here. Look at the riches that they have found. So this card, this card represents absolute and sudden ruin, the final calamity, complete and total loss coming without warning. Are you serious? Oh, maybe they're in a grave and grave robbers are there. Let's finish this up. It alludes to the transience of all things worldly. This is, however, the final disaster, after which there will be a marked upturn in one's fortunes, as things cannot get any worse. Wow, that is not what I was anticipating that to say. But then, right under that, we've got the Ace of Cups. So the cup will be full. So yeah, that just says, hey, heads up. It's going to be a little bit of a rough patch, but it'll be okay. See, Ace of Cups is a card of fertility and productivity. The cup is brimming with waters of life. Nourishment is provided in abundance. So yeah, just things are going to be aces. You're going to have a little bit of problem with that process, in that process, but it'll be fine. Okay, so just a nice little heads up for you. I guess they are grave robbing. So just watch out for people using you. Maybe a heads up towards that. But definitely with the aces in there, aces are good. Aces are the, oh, which way does that go? It's different on my desk. Aces are the starts of things. So just have that heads up, and I think it'll be fine. You may have a little bit turbulent water, but you know what? As with everything, it will pass. Okay? Whew. So it's not like it's a tower moment where everything's like bam. Just like watch out for people using you and taking advantage of you. Okay? And then your cup will be full. Aces are good. Aces are good. This is making any sense, Katande? Oh, I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay, good. Yeah, so just have that heads up. Just be aware, be aware, be aware. It's not indicating gloom and doom. It's just giving you the heads up that there's going to be some turbulent times. Oh, I wish you a good day. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Shamila. What does Emma want to tell you? And then Puzzle of Life, you are next after this. Got about 20 minutes. Doing the countdown. Gotta do my chicken chores. All right, Sharmila, let's see what the cards have to say for you. Woo! Woo! Okay, have you guys talked? Have you, here's Richie. Have you guys talked? Are you on a talking basis? Are you friends? Not yet. No communication at all. So hey, Bows, are you going to take the initiation and start communication if you want to for 10 months now? Okay. Oh, okay. So we've got two major arcana cards here that have come up. So we've got the Hanged Man here. Okay. This number 7. The Hangman is an interesting card because it's about perspective. He chooses to be there. He chooses to be in that position. And also with this card, you know, it's a very, very interesting perspective. He's also making the number 4 with his legs here. Safety, security, and relief. So the major arcana, Usually deals with something on the spiritual side of things. And just he's choosing to hang upside down, to look at the world in a different perspective. And then under that is another major arcana card, the sun. And that's just things working out. The sun shining at the end. It's a happy ending. People are harmonious. There's celebration. You know, there's abundance growing at their feet. They're in a nice rainbow. And then underneath that, we've got the Magician. So it's all major arcana cards. I think magic and changing and being ready for things. So yeah, with the major arcana coming up here, 1, 2, 3. A lot of X's and ones, tens and ones, tens and ones. 10 equals 1. Well, it's not really, it's not really about how he's feeling about you. It's about you kind of in the situation and the perspective that's being had. Because a lot of times with the major arcana, it's talking about us and what we need to do with our own stuff. So I think he's feeling very okay about the situation. That like he's got a perspective that he's feeling okay. Things will be okay. So I think he feels okay about you. It's maybe he feels like a secure happiness, right? But things always change. So is this making sense at all? Are your feelings changing along? Like, are you having different thoughts or different feelings about that situation? Because that could be the perspective and the Magician there going on as well. So you both could be having perspective and changes. So I hope that makes some sense for you. All right, just slide those back in. Okay, I hear you there. Yeah, that's totally what the cards may be saying too, right? Because that Sun card is good things, and that Hanged Man is all about perspective, right? And Magician is change, magic change, things that happen for no, like not a scientific reason either. Gonna fly there. I getcha, I getcha, I getcha. Have you thought about doing like a release moment and just writing it all down on paper about what you want to let go of with the situation and then just like crumpling it up and throwing it away? That can quite often help with releasing. Yeah, that's a tough one. And definitely a perspective change. Yeah, you want to get rid of them. All right. Well, what you should do is just do a release thing and write it all down. Like write down all your frustrations on a piece of paper. Write down how your perspective has changed. Okay. And, you know, good and bad, pros and cons about the whole thing. And then you can read it over and make other little notes. And it doesn't need to be neat or perfect or anything. And just really let your emotions pour into it. Let that get out of you, so to speak. And then when you've got those feelings identified down on a piece of paper, totally just crumple it up, rip it to shreds, drown it in water, turn it into pulp, bury it in some dirt, do whatever you need to do to make those feelings on that piece of paper go away. Give those feelings to the piece of paper and let it go away. And that will help you release some of that pent-up emotion that's tied up into the situation. And then hopefully that'll help your heart heal and your mind heal from the situation. So like you're recognizing where you're at, you're recognizing what the problem is, and now you need to do the action to move along with it. All right. Oh, Sharmila, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Oh, mwah. I hope your day is great. I wish you strength today. Wonderful, wonderful. Puzzle of life. Hello. Welcome to the room. Woo. And I got bows and bubbles after you. That is a great question. I like your avatar. It's nice and bright. Hi, Myra. Yes. Myra. I'm sorry if I say your name's wrong. All right. Oh, I think the rain has stopped. Yay. Okay, puzzle of life. This is for you. Let's see what the cards have to say. Woo. Alrighty, here we go. Now, you guys just sat here and watched me shuffle them all up. I have a fly that's landing on my head. Okay, so today, for the rest of the week, the Wheel of Fortune came up. I love this card. It is one of my favorite cards. La 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 la. So many wonderful possibilities are open to you this week. And on the bottom of the deck is the Hanged Man. So lots of different things can happen for the week. If you change your perspective, you can make a lot of neat things happen. Basically, what this is saying is the world is yours. The Wheel of Fortune is a wonderful thing. There's so many up in the air. There's so many possibilities, surprises, unsurprises. And the Hangman, well, we just had that about perspective, about looking at the world a little differently. So maybe toss the Wheel of Fortune out there and go and try something new and change your perspective about something a little bit, and it will be good. I think these are great cards for the rest of the week. I think it's going to be great for you. Happy Wednesday. Thank you so much for letting me read. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles up on that. Right on, right on, right on. So definitely try something new. Have some fun with it. Anything can happen. Woo! Thank you for letting me read for you. All right, Bows and Bubbles, you're next. And then I have Myra. Myra. My pleasure, Puzzle of Life. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope your day is great. I hope you have great adventures. That's awesome. Ah. Bows and Bubbles. What's coming up in love life? All right, let's see what the cards have to say for you. This is so much fun. I really, really, really appreciate being able to hang out with you guys, have coffee and tea, read tarot, have great conversation. I love the community that we're building here. Like, you guys are just fan-freaking-tastic. Surprise Wednesday reading, part 2, because the computer had to restart. Normally Tuesdays and Thursdays, so it's nice to have a little day in here to have coffee with you guys. All right, bows and bubbles. What's coming up in love life, hey? All right, let's see what the cards have to say for you. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. I'm going to sneeze. Yeah, I've got the Princess of Swords that came up for you today. Very independent, strong woman. Standing on top of a rock. Oh, yes. Absolutely beautiful. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Cups. Again, beautiful woman sitting on the shoreline of a nice calm water under a full moon, drinking her fill of the water. Or whatever may be in the cups. Let's see what the book has to say. Okay, the Princess of Swords possesses a keen intellect. She is studious, reserved, and possibly withdrawn. She is capable of profiting materially from her ideas. Also suggested is the influence of the powers above, from superiors or elders. Legal or professional consultations may be required. Gifted in the field of diplomacy, she is able to manipulate negotiations to her advantage. She makes an ideal emissary or ambassador. And then the Four of Cups. Okay. This card suggests that although success has been achieved, it has not been brought with it any of the feelings of satisfaction that one might have expected. It's the boredom in the presence of luxury, a feeling of apathy in the abandonment of desire. There are signs of a dissatisfaction with one's circumstances or surroundings. A deep felt need for change of some kind combined with the availability of the power to make this change. Wishing that the future will bring relief from boredom. And then underneath that, there is the Eight of Swords, which is a difficult crossing. It's and then the Moon is right under that. So give it some time. Moon is like a cycle. Okay. Good morning, Floyd. La 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 la. Bows and bubbles. So here we've got the princess, we've got the indulgement or the giving up or wanting something new, right? Bored with the current situation and wanting something new. Oh, it's getting windy. We've got the Eight of Swords, which is going to be like a little bit of a difficult passage. Jumping that cliff into the swords. But at the end of the cycle, the moon is going to shine bright. You know, it'll be good. So as far as love life, I think there's going to be a self-realization and a self-crossing of the path in a little bit of time. New moon is coming up. So plant those seeds. It's a really good time to plant those seeds. Have an honest talk with yourself about what you want in a relationship, what you're willing to bring to the table in a relationship, what you're looking for in another person, who you want to spend your time with, what kind of activities you want to do, and then plant that seed. Plant that seed for the new moon. You may have to have an ugly talk with yourself. Plant that seed and it'll be good. Okay? Is that making any sense for you? All right. Myra. How does my Aries feel about me? Does he think of me? And will he reach out soon? Ooh. Well, darlings. My coffee's cold. Have you guys been together before? You and this Aries? Yes, for 3 years. Okay. How long have you been separated? 3 months ago. All right. So the card that fell out for you today is the Seven of Cups. Okay. There's 3 women sitting there talking, drinking, eating, pampering. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the Princess of Cups. Okay. Strong and steady in the wake of the little bit of water. There's a dolphin right behind her. Underneath that, we've got the Princess of Discs. But these cards are telling me that he's not coming back right now. Ooh. And then underneath that, I've got the World. Wow, what a story. What a story indeed. So, sevens are like a little bit of confusion. Decisions based on the reality of a situation. And for me, Cups, Discs, and then the World. This kind of says to me, girl, be strong for you. Independent woman, independent woman. Women's circle. The world's ahead of you. Okay. So let's just see what the book has to say. 7 of Cups here. But having those 2 princesses back to back, they're definitely stating independence for you. Like, you're gonna have some independent time here, but the world is ahead of you. So it's not like there's a lot of cups. Cups are, you know, overflowing things. Still in a hard stage. Okay. Good morning, Talini. Okay, so here we got 7 of Cups. Here there's a likelihood of being confronted with a bewildering choice. There are many possibilities available. Friends and family will be available to give advice, helpful or otherwise. Look deeply into the matter at hand and strive to clear away from the confusion. The 7 of Cups carries with it a suggestion of illusion and concealment. There may be an element of self-deception, a deep-seated unwillingness to face up to the facts, someone living in the past who cannot accept the reality of the present, and nothing is to be trusted at face value. So definitely there's women there to give you advice, good or bad. And this is definitely telling me that no, he's not going to be coming back right now. I think it's time for you to be that independent woman. It's time for you to be that princess for yourself. Okay? And seriously, the way the story's saying it, you got the support there. And earthing and grounding, finding yourself, getting your feet flat on the ground for you will make your cup overflow again. Independent woman, you need to find yourself. And then just having the world right here, the world's ahead of you. I know, you know what? It's not easy. It's a form of grief. And when you're coming out of that relationship after so long, your needs and desires are going to need to change. And, you know, it'll get harder, but then it'll get easier. And, you know, my grandma was a wonderfully wise woman, and she always said to me, this too shall pass. You know, if I was down in the dumps, she'd be like, it's okay, Shar, this will pass. Or if I was like ecstatic, she's like, okay, just remember, this is going to pass too. So let it go. Let the release happen. Find your heart. Find yourself. Ground yourself. Be your own princess. And then be open to other things in the world. I know it's hard. It's never easy. Well, you know, unless you're the one initiating it. But even then, it's hard for people, right? I wish you strength in this journey, and I wish that you find yourself. Oh, you know who is a good one to watch about chakras right now? I'm just going to pop her name in here. I want you to go over to her channel. She has a really great explanation about each chakra and also how to balance them. Yeah, go and see Britta. Britta Albert channel. Okay, Britta Albert there, she has just done a full series, head to toe chakras, balancing foods to help, how to find out like what's feeling in balance. She just did brand new series on it. She's a new YouTuber, awesome, awesome girl. I love her to bits. So definitely go and check her out for your chakras. She has great advice on that. I have been binging on her lately. All right. I wish your heart well. I hope you heal well. And you've got things in your corner. The cards are in your corner. The universe has your back. And anytime there's self-developing to be had, it does get ugly. You know, I can't lie to you and be like, oh, it's all butterflies and roses. I've had those times when I've been so upset and going through that really, the tower cycle where a lot of change is happening. Have that ugly cry. Lay there on the floor. Let the snot drip out everywhere. Sit down in the shower and cry until the water's cold. Let it refresh you. Let it wash those emotions away. Clean your shit up. Clean your face up. Put on your big girl panties and face your day. And when you get rid of those ugly emotions that you don't need anymore, you make room for new pretty ones, right? Definitely hard finding yourself after a relationship. And I truly, truly wish you and your heart well healing. Awesome. Thank you for letting me read for you today. Oh, the Floyd, are you still here? You're on the list. If you need hope and inspiration, also come join me for the vlog. I'll be shooting it. Oh, soon. My chickens are going to have to go out. But every day on this channel, also, I take a moment, we find a moment of beauty, and we find a reason to be grateful to carry on our day with. Because you know what? Sometimes we need a reason to smile when we forget ours. Oh, do a card for the room in general. All right. That's cool. There we go. Two of Swords. It looks like the one person is showing off their collection to another person that's interested in seeing it. Look at my sword. Oh yes, it's lovely. Look at my sword. There seems to be, ooh, a sprig of rosemary there, and also a shield. Pyramids in the background. It looks like a lovely day. So let's see what the book has to say. This is exciting. I've never done like a room reading like that before. Look at 10 to desk, getting together, family situation. Whoop, whoop, building a community. You guys are so awesome. And I just have to say thank you for making me feel so comfortable to do this with you. It definitely took me a long time to come out of my shell with this, and feeling so vulnerable in a kind of situation like this. I think everybody in the room's a little vulnerable. Our hearts are out there. Our love is universally joining. That frequency is there, and we're just sharing together. And everybody in the comment section is fan-freaking-tastic. So it's a card of balanced tensions, the equilibrium. However, it may be illusory and transient. It is a peace between warriors, complete with mistrust and suspicion. Oh, totally fits the situation, right? Aggression lies just beneath the surface to be released at any moment. An unguarded word or misunderstanding is all that is required to tip the balance towards strife. The peace, now won, must be worked for to be maintained. There is hope for the future. Ha! So that to me is just saying, you know what? Use skills gently and try not to offend people. And if we just be kind to one another, it will be all good. And, you know, we do sometimes have tensions in the comment section when trolls come in. So we just have to maintain a level of peace and decorum in dealing and addressing with that situation. So I think that's pretty cool. Talini, okay, let's do you. And then I gotta go let my chickens out. Good morning. Will your ex Bruno definitely come back to you? Scorpio and Cancers. Ooh. Scorpios are a little harsh, and Cancers are a little emotional, hey? Ooh. Okay, that's a tough situation for the heart to be on, especially when overbearing mothers are in the mix. And I can be an overbearing mother as well with my boys. I have a thing where I've learned and been burned in the past where exes are exes for reasons. So, and I just feel like unless it's a consensual love triangle, unless it's a consensual polyamorous situation, or something that's worked out that's consensual between all the parties involved in the relationship, I don't think it's fair to be in a situation like that, because unless they're choosing you first, right? But let's see what the cards have to say. It's a touchy situation, and it's very hard on the heart. Very hard. And clearly, there is not consensual situations going on in this triangle. So, give them a shuffle and see what the cards have to say here. How long have you guys been split up? Oh, he spent the weekend with you. But I mean, like, how long were you together, and how long have you been split up? Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know love is a hard situation. It messes with our heart. It messes with our head. That's what the cards have to say for you. You did. Oh, the school bus just went by. I'm like, what is that noise? You dated for 4 years. How long you been separated? Oops. I don't want that there. I want that there. Okay, so the first card that came up was the Seven of Discs, the Seven of Pentacles. Here's this woman on barren lands with empty discs. Okay, feeling empty, right? Not knowing what to do. This is a warning of imminent loss or disappointment. Plans and efforts made in the past come to nothing. There is a suggestion of a project or action which started well but was not carried through to its natural conclusion. Overcaution may be a restricting factor. So it's not a good situation right now, right? You know that. You're in it. You're feeling it. So on the bottom of the deck, we got the Major Arcana card, the Devil. So usually this talks about things on our own spiritual aspect, things that we need to look at and consider. And the devil inside us, right? That ugly voice, that one that gets in our head and gets in our heart and just, you know, we don't need that sort of situation, right? But when, yeah, feeling that emptiness, that devil has a chance to come in and just wreak havoc on your heart and your mind. And so I think this is just a heads up for you to try to completely remove yourself from the situation. Because it's not consensual. You know, like you do not want to be in a triangle. Your heart is hurting. And to take care of yourself and not be tempted by those. Let's just read what the book has to say. And then the Eight of Wands comes up after. So eights are talking about freedoms, decisions that need action. There's an arrow that's been shot forward. Okay. So yeah, have that moment, have that let go moment, have that deep moment within your heart and see if you can find a space where you can find love for yourself and make that grow and remove yourself from that situation because you deserve something better. And if he comes back to you, it's going to be in your brain anyway about, okay, when's he going to leave again, right? Why am I not being able to find this right now? There we go. So here we go. Bound by one's physical desires, there is temptation towards evil. One who is a slave to materialism, desires for worldly goods, status, or popular recognition, selfishness. There is a need to suppress one's animal instincts and to control harmful tendencies. Conversely, there is a longing to escape from one's inhibitions. Okay, so basically, with that definition there, it's not worth going psycho over the situation, driving yourself to the point of crazy insanity. You don't need it. You deserve better than that. And this Eight of Wands right here, there is a popular phrase here that it reminds me of the arrow needs to be pulled backwards before it can be shot forwards. So we all have these dark moments, these tower moments, these devil moments in our lives where we're tested. We have to let go of things that don't serve us anymore. And that it's definitely a heart feeling, something that is you're going to have to do on your own. Only you can heal your heart, right? take advice from friends. But the Eight of Wands, let's see what this has to say. This card indicates speed of movement, things done quickly, a sudden and satisfactory end to a project, a time of change or travel, which leads to a favorable outcome. The receipt of a letter or message sent from afar, communication at a distance. Wide interest in a quest for understanding, possibly in the areas of mysticism, psychology, or religion. A distaste of superficiality, which may lead to the intolerance of others. When poorly aspected, haste now may lead to problems at a later date. The importance of a full preparation should not be overlooked. So definitely things are going to go forward. It's just going to take a little bit of time. You're going to have that emptiness for a while. I know it really sucks. But unless you want to be in that situation, it's not going to change for you. Okay? I know. And I'm sorry. And you know too. You know in your heart of hearts that he's not good for you. It's not a good situation. How did my friend put it to me when I was in this situation? Your love towards him is like an addiction, and you need to have that feeling. So that's that want and the desire and the willing to do anything for it, including sacrifice yourself. So don't give in to that addiction and become a survivor within yourself. Yeah, when love is involved, it's definitely a hard situation, and it does take time to heal. I would totally take from this what you don't want out of the situation and write it down and just crumple it up and get rid of it. I talked about this with another person earlier today. Just to get that out of your system, just to not validate to validate your feelings for that. And it's okay to have loved that person. It's okay to still be in love with that person. It's okay to be hurt because of the actions of that person. It's not okay to stay there. And it's not okay to allow somebody to treat you poorly. Okay, I really hope you find some strength. I'm wondering if you look on YouTube for like a meditation for mending a broken heart. A meditation where you can just put your headphones on and listen to it and be guided by that, like a guided meditation. It's something to help you just get that light, to get that spark back in your belly so that you cannot feel so broken. Oh, well, I know it's not to the situation, but I wish you well in healing, and I wish you well for yourself in this. It's tough going through a breakup, but you know, it gives us the opportunity so that we can work on ourselves and decide what we want in our future. And there's other opportunities there. Well, it doesn't feel at this moment. There really are. All right, you guys. Whew. 8 of Wands right on the bottom again. You've got this. You can do this. Remember, every day is a new day. I hope that helps your heart just a little bit. Gives you some hope. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Yeah. And you guys, I think on that note, perfect. I wish you well with healing. It's a hard struggle, but you can do it, okay? I love you guys, and thank you so much for hanging here with me, reading tarot, surprise Wednesday, computer reboot. Man, it's been a crazy morning. I hope your day is great. Time for me to go and vlog and do the chickens. So I'll see you in like an hour. Mwah. Thank you guys. I just spat. I'm so sorry. Thank you guys for letting me read for you. I'll be back tomorrow morning to do more tarot reading. And yeah, I don't know what deck I'm going to use tomorrow. I hope your day is great, and I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, click a box. Did I put boxes in here? Go check out the other live stream playlist somewhere. YouTube recommended stuff. Bye.